The scourge of drug trafficking continues to be a major problem in many parts of the world, and the United States is no exception. Recently, a Bay Area man was sentenced to 6 years in federal prison for his involvement in a drug trafficking organization that distributed fentanyl, heroin, and methamphetamine in San Mateo County. The case is notable for the way in which law enforcement was able to piece together evidence from the suspect's garbage, highlighting the importance of every small detail in the fight against drug trafficking. Raudel Macias, the alleged leader of the drug trafficking organization, was caught after the Drug Enforcement Administration (DEA) went through his garbage and found pay-o ledgers for drug customers. Agents painstakingly pieced together torn-up pieces of paper to build a case against Macias and his associates, including his own sons. The evidence also included phone wiretaps, surveillance footage of drug deals, and an instance where DEA agents observed a drug deal involving Macias' sons at a Taco Bell in San Mateo. The case underscores the importance of the work that law enforcement officers do to stop drug trafficking organizations. Drug trafficking is a complex and dangerous problem that can cause immense harm to individuals and communities. Drug traffickers often use sophisticated methods to evade law enforcement, such as encrypting their communications and using complex money laundering schemes. In this case, the DEA was able to use a simple but effective method to gather evidence against the suspects, highlighting the importance of paying attention to even the smallest details. The use of garbage to gather evidence is not a new technique in the fight against drug trafficking. In fact, this method has been used by law enforcement agencies for decades to gather information about suspects. The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that people have no expectation of privacy in the contents of their garbage, which means that law enforcement officers are free to search it without a warrant. This ruling has been a valuable tool for law enforcement agencies in their efforts to stop drug trafficking and other illegal activities. The case of Raudel Macias and his associates serves as a reminder that drug trafficking continues to be a serious problem in many parts of the world. It also highlights the importance of law enforcement agencies in their efforts to stop drug trafficking and other illegal activities. Every small detail can be important in building a case against a suspect, and the use of garbage as evidence is just one example of how law enforcement officers must pay attention to every detail in order to bring criminals to justice. In conclusion, the fight against drug trafficking is ongoing, and it requires the cooperation and dedication of law enforcement agencies, policymakers, and the public. While the case of Raudel Macias and his associates is just one example of how drug trafficking organizations operate, it serves as a reminder that every effort must be made to stop them. Whether it's through simple methods such as searching garbage, or through more complex investigations, law enforcement agencies must be vigilant in their efforts to stop drug trafficking and other illegal activities.